Hello YouTube. Doing a lot of research on the coal mining of my area, like how it all began. So I'm just going to give you like brief moments of history because it's a lot of reading to do, and I don't want to have a who wants to watch a video that's a mile long, right? So we'll start with this. Right next door to Hazleton, there's a small town called Beaver Meadows. It would be kind of like east and slightly south of Hazleton. In 1812, a person by Nathan Beach discovered coal in Beaver Meadows, and mining started occurring there about approximately a year later, so 1813, they started mining for coal. In 1826, a hunter by the name of John Charles discovered coal in Hazleton. I mean, there are other people that were credited for this discovery, but he's the one who was recorded in history for that being discovered. So that led to the formation of the first Hazleton mine, which is the number one slope right here on the map I'm showing you. And that company was created in 1836. It was called the Hazleton Coal Company, with number one slope. Soon after that, I don't have the date, the Laurel Hill number 2 slope was created. And then a company called the Sugarloaf Coal Company was created in 1838 and established what was called slope number 3, which, let me see if I can get that for you on the map here. Slope number 3. That would be pretty close to where, if anybody's familiar with the old company called Barrett and Henson's in Hazleton. Let me see if I can find it here. This is a very big map. Yeah, there it is. Slope number 3. Which was a little bit, it would actually be located right inside Hazleton if it were done in the current date, because the Duplin Silk Building is here. So yeah, that was basically almost on Cedar Street in Hazleton, slope 3. What else do I have here? I'm trying to read all this stuff here. 1850. Oh, in 1850, number 3 breaker was created. So yeah, for the number 3 slope, they built a breaker there in 1853. What was that? I'm sorry, 1850. 1862, slopes 4 and 5 were created. That would be kind of like Broad Street, Hazleton. And that would be right here, slopes 4 and 5. They're like right next door to one another. Yeah, 1862. In 1874, they started shipping coal out of Hazleton. Then they created 3 more slopes. They created a slope in 1879 called the number 6. In 1881, a slope called number 7. And in 1882, slope number 8. Now I can understand this from my area. That's why we have Stockton's number 6, 7, and 8. So that makes perfect sense to me. And then in 1896, the 40 slope was created, or number 40, which was pretty close to the Hazleton shaft breaker, which should be somewhere in here. In this, oh yeah, right here. Yeah, here's the number 40 slope. As I said, that was done in 1896. Hazleton shaft, which is here, was built in 1898. to access the deeper parts of the coal fields. And you can see it right here. And in 1894, mines 1 to 6 were sold to the Lehigh Valley Coal Company, which later changed its name to Lehigh Valley Railroad. So that's just a brief about all the stuff that happened in my area. I mean, it's a lot to cover. It's kind of hard to do. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and we'll see us all again later. Bye-bye.